you want to get a high score in IELTS reading, then this video is for you. Don't skip this video. Hello everyone, this is Miramla Azhar, your IELTS and PT expert. So today is the episode number 4 for IELTS academic reading, and today I'm here with a very important question which you get in the IELTS reading, that is true false not given. So we're going to discuss about this question because this is a very complicated question and most of the students, they have failed to attempt or fail to get marks in this question. So obviously, first of all, we have to understand that actually what happens in this question. So first of all, the thing is that you don't need to read the paragraph. Okay, when the question comes in front of you, like mostly this question comes in section 1, sometimes it also comes in section 2, and sometimes in section 3 as well. So it's really important that you should practice this question as much as you can, because this is a compulsory question. This question will come definitely. So first of all, the thing is that you don't need to read the paragraph. Okay, now there are three things in the like true false not given that you have to understand. First thing is that how to pick the keyword in the question, in the statement. Okay, second thing, how to identify that keyword, the synonym of that keyword or explanation of that keyword in the passage. Number three thing, how to identify that whether this statement is true, false, or not given. If the statement is true, okay, then what happens that the information which you are like matching, it's the similar in the passage as in the statement. Number two thing is if the statement is false, the most of the time what happens that the keyword which you have picked up in the statement, you get the opposite meaning of that like keyword in the passage. And the last thing is that if the statement is not given, most of the time the information is incomplete, or the information is like not even like you visible in the passage. So this is how like it all goes on. So I have just picked one of the example from Cambridge test. Okay, and this is the statement: the ice transportation business made some Boston ship owners very wealthy in the early 1800s. Now first of all, we have to pick the keywords. Okay, sometimes you can pick the keywords like one or two, like this depends on you how much you are like good in picking it. So most of the time you have to pick the keywords like nouns, okay, verbs, adjectives or adverbs, date, numbers, years. Like in this statement I can pick like early 1800s, then I can also pick like Boston ship, wealthy. These could be my keywords. Okay, now I have to check from the paragraph. So this question comes in the sequence. Most of the time it comes in the sequence. So in the passage it's really written like that in actually almost like in the third or fourth paragraph I'm getting, because before this question I'm getting another question. So obviously I have to check the keywords first. So in the early 1800s, ship owners from Boston, USA had enormous blocks of Arctic ice stored all over the Atlantic for the purpose of food preservation. So basically these lines are written in the passage, and I can see that the meaning in the statement is totally different. Okay, with the information that I'm getting in the passage, because they are talking about something like enormous blocks of Arctic ice stored all over, but in the statement I can see that they are talking about the wealthiness in the early 1800s. They didn't mention anything related to wealthiness. Okay, like wealthy, they didn't talk about anything like that. They didn't talk about like transportation business made some Boston ship owners, like they didn't talk about any business. Okay, like they just talk about that their purpose was of food preservation. So basically the keywords are there, they can be seen in the passage also, but not the information. The information is totally not matched, it's not been given. Wealthy is the adjective which has not been given in the passage. So I can say that this statement is not given. So this is how you have to find your answers in the true false not given. And if you want to like get more information on IELTS reading or on IELTS speaking, in the next episode I'm gonna like teach you, I'm gonna tell you the tips and tricks for like IELTS match heading academic reading match heading question. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe my channel, and if you want to join House of English for your online classes, you can simply message me. Thank you.